your ability to follow through with that, I think, is going to be in direct proportion to the results you create in your life. It is 12:55 p.m. on March 2nd, 2019. Look at all this fucking snow. I was asking Brian yesterday for some suggestions for things I could do on my podcast, and one of the things he said, well, basically the main pattern I got from what he said was to try different things, to break out of your norms, to experiment, to not only just be this person inside my room just talking, but also like get out. Like one of the actionables he gave was to embrace like the snow aspect of things, which I don't think you can see, but it's actually fucking beautiful right now. You can kind of see it, but anyways, it looks fucking magical. It's falling so nice and slow, and oh my god, it's just fucking, it's beautiful. Anyways, so today I was listening to, or what's really been top of mind right now is just like this idea of simplification. We as human beings, I find, complicate things a ton. Like, I don't know why this is the case. My guess is that it is an ego type of thing, where if we care too much about something, or if we're too attached to something, we just tend to overcomplicate things, and then we don't move forward ultimately. And I find that like it is our goal to move forward. I'm literally using this like a fucking rear view mirror so I don't get crushed by cars. It is our goal to move forward, to expand, to evolve, to realize our desires, whatever those may be, to attain our purpose. And that actually kind of makes it sound like it's outside of ourselves, but that's a whole different side topic in itself. But yeah, so I have been recently on this massive kick of just simplification, okay? I don't think things are as complicated as we make them out to be. I think they are quite fucking simple, but we as humans like to make things very complex, and we like to do things like procrastinate. We like to push away what's uncomfortable and what holds discomfort, and many times that is the way. That is what we should be doing, but we're pushing it away because it's not like, if you're not in a habit of chasing discomfort, it's an awful fucking feeling. And when you do develop a habit of chasing discomfort, which I'm in the process, like I feel like I have a decent level of this, a decent strength to this, but I know there's more to unlock in this area. But I do like chasing discomfort. It feels fucking nice. Okay, so let me check my notes real quick because I have some interesting stuff written down. So anyways, yeah, like as human beings, I think we're put on this earth to create, to build, to solve challenges, to grow, to expand, to change, but that goes directly against the ego. The ego wants to self-sabotage, the ego wants to destroy us, the ego wants to maintain the same, it doesn't want to change, all these things. It basically is the devil on your shoulder, if you want to imagine it as that, and you've got yourself or the angel on your shoulder, which is the other side of the coin, which is filled with progress, which is filled with satisfaction, joy, pleasure, expansion, all of that good shit, right? But again, going back to the complication of things, people like to push away these things. So what I've been doing recently is I have been implementing a very simple thing, which is fucking make a list, okay? So what I've been even doing before that is I've been taking the time to mind dump, and that comes in the form of literally sitting in Google Docs and just journaling everything that comes out of my mind. And from there, I'm able to see what I'm thinking about. And then from there, I'm also able to create a list of actionables, okay? And from those actionables, I can create a priority list. And it's very key, because once you get it out of your brain, you're able to see more clearly. And it's very easy when these thoughts are in your brain to almost like, like your ego can kind of like trick yourself into prioritizing the wrong things, quote unquote. And many times we end up just going back to our comfort zones, which is not the way. Like, the way is through discomfort. And yeah, it's just, again, we like to fucking go back to our comfort zones, and it's many times not the way. So from that list, I literally just think it's as simple, like, as moving forward as making a list and doing the list. That if you could look at any aspect of your life that has improved, look at how you've done this, whether unconsciously or consciously. You've made a fucking list, and you did the list regardless of if you feel like it or not. You took the proper action steps you know you should have taken, and you properly prioritized the key things that are going to move you forward, okay? Like, when we are in stuck states, I find that we are not following this procedure. We are prioritizing the wrong things. We are complicating things in our mind. Like, things are not, again, this fucking, I feel like I'm hitting on this point in just a various host of ways, or maybe just saying it the same way in slightly different tweaks, but it's really as simple as just sitting down and getting started on a list. But it's not so easy for people to do so, because they're so filled with resistance to getting started. And the hardest part is actually just getting started. But if you can fucking write a list of things that you know you should be doing but you haven't done, and or things that are priorities and key actionables that you know are going to help you get the outcome you're desiring, if you fucking do those things, you're going to get the fucking result. It's not like this whimsical thing outside of your control or whatever. So I find that, like, when I'm getting my best progress, I am following this type of formula, which is fucking make a list of things I know I should be doing, but I haven't done. And then I fucking do the list regardless of if I feel like doing it or not. That's a very key part of it as well. So to do things like that, I use various tools. So for one, the power list, I use, it's a, and excuse me, the power list is a great thing because on a daily basis, I am forced to expand my comfort zone. You can learn more about that at the MFCEO project, episode 107. It's called Win the Day. If you want to search Win the Day, Andy Priscilla, or Win the Day MFCEO, it'll come up. And it's fucking incredible, and I basically live my entire life by it. But this forces me on a daily basis. Even if I'm making excuses, I just have to fucking do it because I want to win the day. That's ultimately what it's about, like moving forward every single fucking day. Like, it's just, I just feel like it's just as simple as that. But we as humans, we like to overcomplicate things. We like to make things way more complex than they are. But I think that any desire can just come back to that formula I described. It's really that simple. And I feel like it's what matters the most to us, that scares us the most. So if you have this, so for me, with Moxey Energetics, even actually with this walk today, I was resistant to even doing this walk, but I just said fuck it, because I want to expand, I want to grow my comfort zone. And also just like doing a video on the walk was also super uncomfortable, but I'm doing it because I want to chase the discomfort, because this is where all the growth lies. And I know in my heart that the things that scare me are the things I should be doing, because what the fuck is the point of just staying in your comfort zone your whole fucking life? It's just boring to me. It's about a growth, it's about evolving. Oh, this video I think is coming out way too long. Anyways, so we're going to want to retreat back in our comfort zone, but something like the power list really helps us to stop doing that. Another tool I use, like I described, is the mind dumping system, just fucking writing out everything and then creating a list from that. again, ultimately, I think it's your ability to create a habit of seeking discomfort and just doing the fucking list on a daily basis, whatever that may be for you, of chief critical tasks that will move you forward closer to your goals. Your ability to follow through with that, I think, is going to be in direct proportion to the results you create in your life. And I think long term, I will be a massive result of that. And yeah, what else can I say? You really just you can't have progress and excuses. You have to pick one. You either make excuses or you make progress. There's no in between. There is no fucking in between. So yeah, as for tools, another thing, accountability partners, whether that's with yourself, or when I say accountability partners with yourself, I'm talking about things like check-ins, like checking a massive to-do list. Like that's the one thing I've been pondering right now, is making a huge to-do list and just looking over it to remind myself of all the things I need to do, and then just picking one. And that's another thing. You're going to complicate the list. Just fucking pick one thing, okay? And then get started. That's the hardest part right there. It's just getting started, sitting down and doing the thing. But you get such a fucking high off of it after that it's all worth the discomfort later, because it's just so energizing to expand your comfort zone and to do the thing that you're scared to do, but you do it anyways. It's very, very empowering, and I highly recommend it. And oh my god, I keep losing my train of thought. Also, War of Art, and listening to that. It's an audiobook and a book, really, by Stephen Pressfield, which I was listening to this morning, and this is why I'm extra motivated to do this right now. But check-ins, again, like I was saying, things like checking a Trello board and seeing all the things I need to do, that to-do list, like I said, checking my dream board, all these things. Like when I say dream board, like reminding myself of my intentions and my whys. It's really just as simple as we make it out to be. Like, it doesn't need to be this complicated thing. And going back to my example with Moxey energetics, I am filled with resistance to that because it means so much to me. And I haven't done a good job with it so far. And I will be doing a better job in the future, because I'm course correcting, self-correcting myself, and making lists and fucking doing the lists. That it just really comes down to that. And I got that from Andy Priscilla / his dad. And it's just such a fucking beautiful thing. Anyways, sorry this video came out longer than I was expecting it to, but hope you enjoyed coming along for a walk with me. And I hope you make a list, do a list full of priorities and things that scare you and that are outside of your comfort zone, because they are the way. They're not uncomfortable for a reason. They're not uncomfortable accidentally. They are uncomfortable for a reason. And I hope you chase discomfort. I hope you expand your comfort zone. I hope you do the thing in your heart I know that you should do. And I hope you execute properly and accordingly. Anyways, my name is Josh Moxey, and I will catch you later.